USO was real simple. So the big thing here was the psychological 100 level. 100 is big. Okay, any well-rounded number, depending on the time that it's happening, can be a big significance. So my stop loss on this, honestly, it was like 190. I'm sorry, it was 95. It was very low. It did not, I mean, compared to where this thing could go, I did not give this thing much room to draw because it didn't take much for this thing to become invalidated. It was already an quote unquote overbought based upon historical levels, from where it came from. So this thing's already spiking up. And it's already selling off at a rapid pace, man. So if I was going to hold into this, hoping and guessing, leverage to the tits, I mean, I'm just going to open myself up to thousands of dollars in the red. I don't want to do that. The trade, if like he said, me and him have this in common, that that we both trade that if it doesn't start working out pretty quick, going in our favor, we start getting, hey, why isn't this doing what we were expecting? And we bail. I do the same thing, just on a bigger time frame. Because I know my stuff takes a while to go. I do have a bit more consolidation in my trades. I tend to get in during those periods than him on rejections, but mine also are on rejections. That might sound a little confusing. So if we would have, it wouldn't even have taken a close. If we would have spiked down, let's say we had a massive wick. Matter of fact, I actually was in this trade right here, all them days ago. This right here was a news plummet. I think I was texting. I was talking with you when this happened. He said something about the straight being opened. It was like the first time after this big run up, which I caught a lot of this. And then so after this big gap up, he texted something. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And it came down, and instantly, as this is selling off with that kind of volume, I immediately just bailed out as it was going down. My stop loss for this was supposed to be a lot lower than where it was, but because of the momentum of it coming down, I had to get out of that one. I did re-enter on the rebound once it crossed back over the old gap, and I did end up making a profit on that. Wasn't my favorite trade, but it worked. So his hit for Uncle Toro, it'll be closing over. Mine a lot is where is the sentiment and the momentum pulling into. But I do not let this thing go. I'm not losing 10%. I'm not letting this thing run off. I can give you a better example on a static number on AVAV. If we had closed below this last swing low, I mean, if we had started approaching past this, I would have been out or de-risking by lowering my position size and then re-entering as we go down. There's no way that I would hold this on this level. A lot of this, I don't, to be transparent, I do not always set a hard static stop. I do if I'm doing options. I do if I'm in something that I can't watch for the day. Let's say I'm working or something. I will set a safety net. But I like to watch the way the price action moves. Depending on how those candles run, depending on what is being said in the news, what's being, the chatter about it, this stuff will affect how I get out of something. I'll be honest. Let's just say the last day, this right here, me personally, if I just saw this and still in the trade, I probably would have been looking to get out on the way down. This is too much. And if the whole market's dragging it down, which these stocks are supposed to be separate, or they typically are, they're not, coordinated the same way. Like with the S&P, this has its own trajectory, but everything was running the same way. That tells me money is leaving the market, despite not even hitting a stop loss, because my entry was 141 original. My original shares are at 141. I'd have got out, not even hitting the stop loss. The way the candles move make a big difference for how I do. I do have emergency numbers set, and I hope that made sense. I kind of went on a couple different angles there, but I think I made my point.